Hey everybody and welcome. Sorry for being late. Here we go with Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. We're going to finish off the last of the thief heists. Let me just do this first. Brighten up the game for you guys so you can see. There we go. Alright, so we're off to do the time trials in Vicious Voodoo. Alright, let me just... Alright, so... Alright, here we go. Dread Swamp Path. Master Thief Sprints. Alright. I'm gonna really pray that I don't literally get my butt handed to me during this whole thing, because right now I'm just kind of hoping that we can just somehow make it through without any issue. Well, I'm double checking a friend of mine. Oh, he just sent me a link? Oh, okay. Ah, okay. Damn it. Hang on. I'm jumping in the wrong direction. Alright, I think I have a route that might work. If everything goes well, that is. Now, here we go. Now. Let's try it. Let's hope it all works. Now the test run's done. Now I should be able to... Fuck me. And there goes the game. Used it way too many times. Shoot. Okay. Now that we've reset the game, it should bring us back to that map, which means we should be able to try again. How you doing there, Lunda? Oh, man. I'm still getting over the cold, but now that my sinuses are more clear than ever, because now I can actually breathe, now the only thing that's left is mainly a small little bit of congestion and my stomach being upset. Other than that, though, we'll be good to go. Okay, here we go. Let's try again. 3, 2, 1... Here we go. Okay, that did not go as planned. Okay, that trick really did work. Awesome. Alright, next is Lair of the Beast. Which, God bless it. Let's do this right here. Alright, so not much going on today. Well, right now, currently, I did get up a little bit late due to me still not feeling well. But hey, at least I've been trying to do very good and trying to stay on time. But today's just happened to be one of those days. Anyway, we're gonna be getting started on our next thief sprint. So I'm gonna do this. Look and view map. Let's see. Where is the Lair of the Beast? Alright, so my friend is telling me that I should try to do some skipping on this one because there are some areas you could easily skip. Alright, so alright, so I think I should be able to pull this off, so here we go. Oops. Here we go. Here we go. God bless it. I didn't even reverse that many times. I swear to God, this game is just absolutely trying to stop me from getting completion right now. Once I'm done, I don't have to worry about this game anymore. go. I messed up on the camera angle. I'll stick with the camera angle as it is. What did I do wrong? Wow, I am 8 seconds off. Are you serious? And there it goes again. Shh. Wow, Sly Cooper does not want me to complete its game. And is willing to do this in order to stop me. Damn you! He's trying to steal my opportunity to beat this game. Alright, let's try again. We are gonna beat it, I swear! We will! Hold on. Hold on, someone just sent me a message. Again? Wow, I didn't even use it more than like twice and it still gave me that problem. I swear to God, this... Well, Sony, if you're watching this, this is an issue you need to fix. Because right now, it is causing a lot of damage. I can't even complete this game without it literally trying to backfire on me. I have an idea. Oops. There we go! It's over! Finally, done with that level without it glitching up this time. Let's go! There's this cool website game I've been hooked on recently. Oh, that's cool. Thank God. Hey, how you doing, Yuki? Oh my God. How you doing? How you doing, everyone? Right now, we are done with another thief sprint. And right now, we have 2 down, 2 more to go. One being a grave undertaking, and the other one being descent into danger, which I'm going to do grave of undertaking next, so we can get that out of the way. Right now, we are getting so close to the very end, it's actually nuts. Hold on for a moment.
Yeah, right there.
How you doing there, Richard?
Yeah.
Sorry, I've just been trying to get all this stuff done. We are trying to complete all the Master Thief sprints, which right now has been a bit of a pain in the butt, but we're going to try our best regardless. I'm just double checking some stuff my friend sent me here to help me through it. He says that he already did this before, but now he's giving me a walkthrough that could help. Oh, okay. So it sounds like I did miss something. Let me pause for a moment. Doing better than I was. Still definitely feeling the effects of the cold still, but it's not as prominent as it was. And there it goes again. Still feeling sick, honestly, but I'm trying my best, though. Under the circumstances, yeah, luckily enough, the stuffy nose is barely prominent anymore. Now it's just dealing with the congestion and the cough. But if you guys are wondering why you keep seeing the intro screen all the time, it's mainly due to the fact this game keeps crashing every time I try to use the rewind button. And as a result, it's kind of ruined some of my runs on the thief sprints. Oops. Oh my god, really? Did they patch that? That would suck if they did, because holy hell. Because or maybe I'm just not jumping high enough. Nope, it was just because I wasn't jumping high enough. Hold on. Oh my god, really? Let's see, old ports of games sometimes crash. Sadly, yeah. Thank you so much for the love and support, guys. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for the 400 stars, of course, and thank you for the likes and the shares. I really do appreciate it, guys. I'm trying to make sure I do all of this for you guys. I have an obligation to make sure that I do this right. Oh my god! I think they patched it. Oh wait, no, it didn't. No, they didn't. Hold on, I need a pause. At least I'm not reversing it. Okay. I was stuck. There we go. Oh my god. But thank you, Richard. Thank you so much. Thank you, Yuki and everybody else. I really do appreciate it. By the way, Mario Sonic and the Olympic Games are discontinued. Only the 2020 is the final one. Saw a tweet from the creator. Oh, damn, that sucks. Well, that's what happens, though. Descent into danger. The last one for this level. There's just a lot of congestion. That's the reason why I make it's getting me to cough. You pause for a moment. But he says that this is the most difficult one on this list. Trust me, this one is just a pain in the damn ass. And there is a way to beat it, but you're going to definitely have to skip through it. Because it's not going to be easy. And it mainly involves a freaking... Wait, really? Okay. I'll give it a try. Yep, and there it goes crashing again. Alright, let's try again. Oh my god, they patched it. No! I hope they didn't patch it, please. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Are you serious? Oh, please, 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 please. I almost got it. No, fuck. Just, alright, so what do you write? Watch the video. You messed up. I did? Actually, hang on. How did this person do it? Alright, so I was going in the right direction. Okay, so in this particular case, I gotta do this again. Freaking damn it! I was so close, I finally got it to work, and then all of a sudden, it decides to crash on me. Damn it. Hey, how you doing there? Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, basically right now I'm doing the thief sprints, and unfortunately the game keeps crashing on me, Red Blur. And unfortunately, I'm stuck, and I can't get through! Gravity Falls Bill Cipher is probably returning. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I think I have an idea how to make this work. Alright, as soon as he's halfway there. There we go. Here we go. We're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good. Take this. Here we go. Jump over here. Come on, come on. There we go, got it. Alright, we are now done with this part. Holy crap. Oh my god, I am so grateful we're finally done with that level. Alright, all that's left for us to do now is, well, leave this area. And then we have 4 more thief sprints. So, and they're all here in Fire in the Sky. So I will pause for just a moment and I will be right back. Hey everyone, we have returned. It is time for Fire in the Sky. We are right now... We have 4 more levels until we're officially done with all of this. Oh yeah, I'm looking at a trailer right now for Magic the Gathering. It's supposedly a Bloom Barrel official trailer. So it looks like that they're adding a brand new archetype here. That's interesting. But here we go. Just double checking. Yeah, technically, okay, so it looks like he's saying that this one's pretty straightforward until right near the end. And then all you have to do is just get there by trying to swipe at one of the rockets. So, really? Yeah, really nothing really to worry about here. There we go, got it. That's another one down. Alright, that is another level down. Thank God. Yeah, and I'll stretch. Alright, let's go look through the map. Next one is Flaming Temple of Flame. Yeah, it's a really weird name, but whatever. And then I have to do Duel by Dragon. That's going to be a real pain in my butt. Just need to double check everything here. Yeah, he says it's pretty straightforward for a decent amount of the track. Just ignore a lot of the laser stuff. Don't ignore the alarms. Don't worry about them. Because usually they're just nothing but a pain in the ass. The major skipping part is going to be having right around the time when you're dealing with the lasers that are, well, in a way, going up and down. It would make it impossible to do it by other means. A way to help out is to also jump over the lights that the guards give, so you don't have to worry about as much. Other than that, though, a lot of it is pretty straightforward. You could easily get through some of the other stuff. Yeah, ignore the monkeys, concentrate on just getting the hell out of there before things get worse. Luckily enough, another one is like ledge skipping, as I call it. And trust me, it's better off that you do this technique, or otherwise you're going to get completely hosed later on down the line. Other than that, though, the level is very straightforward, and you don't even have to worry about some of the other stuff. I think this is one of the few times that a level is that straightforward. It's almost comical, considering that all the others have specific checkpoints you go through. But yeah, in a strange way, this is the only one that seems to be completely straightforward. All you need to do is learn ledge skipping, and you're pretty much good to go for the remainder of the entire track. Okay. Wait, what the freaking hell? He just phased right through the damn light. I mean, through the damn wire. Wow, when he said that it was straightforward, he wasn't kidding. Huh. Okay. Alright. We're almost done, folks. Alright, next is the Unseen Foe. That is the next one on our list to get done. And then after that, we have one more, which is Duel by the Dragon, which I am not looking forward to. This is going to be an absolute nightmare. But hey, I thought the other one was going to be too, but hey, I'm surprised I made it through that easily, so. Alright, so let's double check to see how my friend does it. Yeah, in this particular case, just use your stealth ability. It's going to help you get through some of them, especially when they start moving. So be ready for whatever you have to deal with in the future. It's definitely going to be worth it in the end. Hold on. Alright. Let me just do this, because there it is. Helps relieve some of the pressure. Just gotta double check something. Yeah, he's saying you're doing good so far. Yeah, the laser tripwires are the only things you really have to worry about here. Luckily enough, you can use your stealth ability to go right through them, so it's not like it's that big of a deal. As long as you remember that you can only do it for a split second. After that, you're going to have to time every single one of the towers when trying to get across. Luckily enough, ledge jumping helps here, so be ready. You can skip past the tower, luckily, in the third tower anyway. And once you do, just jump over the lights of the guy that's trying to search for you. Should be easy. Jump over one of the boxes. And then all you have to do is the major climb, which I think is going to be the easiest for you, since there are just some pretty easy tricks to just get up there. That doesn't require you trying to skip through the level, just be very good at jumping. Once you do that, you're pretty much set for the climb all the way up to the top, which shouldn't take you too long. The only thing I have to worry about is potentially the lasers, especially if you accidentally trip them, and it also speeds up the clock, so try to avoid hitting those. But if everything goes well, you won't have to worry so much about that whole thing. You're going to be safe and sound. Once all is said and done, then all you have to do is just go through the lasers. This is the one time I'm going to say go through the lasers if you want to try to speed it up. If not, then you still should have enough time to finish the sprint without any issue. Alright, so we're going to hopefully follow his advice, and hopefully we can make it through this. I forgot that circle was the stealth button. Jesus, that's bad. Well, he said he wasn't kidding when he said you could easily skip that part. There we go, we got it! Alright, that only leaves one more level. Hey, how you doing there, Joker? This is it. One more level, and it's gonna be over. All my torture through this stupid game's problems is finally gonna come to an end with this one last level. Alright, he says, you're at the last stretch, my friend. Go for the hook and destroy the tower that way. It's much easier that way, and you'll be able to get yourself back up using the hook. Make sure you have the roll button on at all times, because you're never going to know when you're going to need to use that roll. Once you do, you should be able to get through a lot of this stuff basically the exact same way as you did before, but you're just going to have to be more precise than ever. Ledge skipping is still a thing, so you don't have to worry about not missing out on that particular skill. It's the second part that's going to be an absolute pain in the ass. I would recommend actually waiting through and doing the skip after she destroys the windows. That way you can save some time and you don't have to worry about dealing with her afterwards. Other than that, though, you are only one step closer to your goal. Once you take out the guard, it should be just a hop, skip, and a jump all the way over there. But, of course, as per normal, you have to wait for the rockets to drop the icicles, which will definitely take some time off your clock. But don't worry, they gave you at least some time to work it out. Luckily enough, there is still hope for you, because once she'll try to break one of the icicles, but if you do it right, you don't have to worry about the skip or anything else like that. Once you go up the staircase, you just have to fire all of the rockets as quickly as possible, and you should be golden for the rest of the mission. After that, you're pretty much done, and you have now completed Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. Good luck, my friend. I hope you succeed in your mission. I know it's been a lot, but this is going to be your biggest challenge yet. Good luck. It'd be amazing if I could deal with it in my first try. So... Oh my god, did I actually do it? Did I actually do this on my first try? I did it! I did it on my first try! Oh my god, yes! We're done!
You've beaten all the Master Thief's sprints and unlocked all the designer's commentary. Check out this fascinating behind-the-scenes movie.
How should I describe Sly Cooper? How should I describe Sly Cooper?
He's charismatic, suave, debonair,
Cool, slick, fast, stealthy, athletic, just daredevil.
Sly Cooper is...
I'll turn it up for you guys so you can listen to it.
We started with the idea that we wanted to do an action game where the primary character was a thief. The choice of a raccoon was a pretty natural fit in terms of, you know, obviously the mask being in place, being, as Dev would say, a creature of the night.
We very early on wanted to make a game that looked and felt like a cartoon, but was one step closer to realism rather than flat and graphic. We started experimenting with different ways we could bring this character to life, cell shading, how to make it feel like a cartoon but still feel like a great 3D game.
We want it to actually look like it was inked and painted, and we want the backgrounds to be, you know, really lush and have a painted look, so it looks like it's a living animated episode that you've been thrown into.
When you look at the game, initially the first thing that draws you in is the beautiful art style and lush, very, very lush look of the environments. But when you actually play the game, the gameplay itself is lush as well.
The original conception of the Sly character was a much more realistic raccoon, chubby and not quite.
Well,
as
thank you for the
sly
1,000
as
stars there,
his
Paul.
family.
Thank you.
It kind of evolved as we went along.
Once we got to that part where he kind of evolved into what he is now, my main job was to take him and try to put every bit of thieviness into him that I could. He was kind of tiptoeing, and he's really like rearing back to like ease his foot forward, trying to keep all his weight back, so his foot is softly on the ground. And really
The stars are for
hone his
Facebook.
personality through subtleties in the movement and really try to push the thieviness.
Is we wanted Sly to feel really agile. We wanted him to feel like Sly could do.
Wait, is that it? Or did I actually skip it? Wait, am I missing? Hold on, it looks like I'm missing one more. Hang on. Alright. Hang on. Did we miss anything? No, I don't think so. Let's see if I can do this. Let me just double check something, folks. Sly Cooper. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Also, thank you, Amon Bros, for the follow. I hope I said that right, but thank you. Oh, it is? Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, right now I am still looking through what I need to do in order to unlock everything. Because it looks like I'm missing a cutscene here. Let's go back. It's right here. There. Yeah, what did I miss? Let me look it up. Sly Cooper, Thievius, Raccoonus, bonus cutscenes. Here we go. Here we go. I'm wondering, did I miss anything in this? Oh, wait, what? Shoot. Yeah, well, I just realized what I missed. And it's simple. Alright, so we got all of the enemies, I believe, in this one already. Would be nice. Alright. Another one, so I have to go and I have to do all the scans. Inkspot Jack. I thought that was I thought he was a Michael Jackson reference. Ah. There we go. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out where the heck I'm supposed to go. Yeah, I think I got all the enemies here. Oops. Exit the hideout. I didn't get any here, so I know for a fact I need to hurry up and do that, so...
I like the smart guard a lot.
The who?
I like the rodent, the big voodoo rat.
For everyone who can't see Andrew, he's a dead ringer for the voodoo rodent.
It's a startling resemblance. I was scared when I first met Andrew. I actually hit him with a stick repeatedly. And I will again right now.
Ow. The voodoo rodent was one of the few in this world where I could actually...
And I will again right now.
Ow. The voodoo rodent was one of the few in this world where I could actually sort of act out what I wanted him to do to any extent, and so he's the most humanoid, I guess.
You act out all of your characters?
I act out, yeah. I find that I think I was saying this on one of the other levels, but I find that and I make this mistake over and over again of thinking, oh, I know what this guy needs to do, and I just start animating and looking at it from the outside.
Well,
and I
that's
find
cool.
if I don't actually do the action myself and sort of feel what it feels like in the body and you know, make sure that the posture and the gestures all kind of feel right internally, then it's much more of a struggle to animate it. People say especially that the walk for this guy looks like something I would do. I don't think I really walk like that, but I did do that a lot during the week that I was animating him. And
We call them smart guards.
Yeah, the smart guards are that's kind of our internal sort of word for any of the guards that are the flashlight bearing guards that you really want to stay away from, and if they catch you, it's pretty much doomsday. So they're kind of an element of gameplay to really emphasize stealth and convince you that it's not okay just to randomly run through the world bashing things.
They're actually called smart because you can't evade them, or at least not easily without taking damage. So that every time you dealt with them, you had to be sneaky.
I think some of the repeatedly used pieces were really effective in this, like the way the huts, you have this sense that you're in this big village, and it's a few sort of simple pieces, repeated and decorated with some smaller sort of elements around them, and I don't know, when you're down in and amongst them, it feels like it feels like a rich environment. It feels like you're in this little village of stone teepees.
It doesn't look like the same hut over and over again. They each look like they're their own individual hut. When I saw this game for the first time, after already having done the voices, I hadn't seen it when I did the voices, and I just had all these lines. Here is the actual visualization of everything that I had read in the script.
Okay. Ugh. Let's see.
Gomerbil's inspired it's the first, when we were modeling, it was the first one for Voodoo, so it was really supposed to decide the style of architecture and land. And we spent a lot of time on the trees because we realized it was 1/3 of the whole level.
And I worked on the maps inspired by Kay Nielsen's paintings for, specifically the 12 Dancing Princesses, old fairy tale from, I think, around the turn of the century. Kay Nielsen was also the person that inspired the scene in Fantasia with the real droopy trees, and it's got a real cathedral-like scene as the people are all moving through the trees with the candles. And it adds to the mysteriousness of this level.
The kind of original game mechanic for this level was just having NPCs that aren't just, you walk up and you hit them and you kill them. They're NPCs that are getting generated from...
I think we got the enemies here. Now... we gotta hurry up and get into the hideout and get ready for this area.
So Andrew, you modeled out this level?
Yes.
Yeah, my bad. Didn't mean to hit that.
So Andrew, you modeled out this level? So Andrew, you modeled out this level?
Yes. Another level that you designed.
What do you like about this world?
Let's see.
Or level, I should say.
What do I like about it? I like, there's something great about the space. There, the fact that it's taking place, very quickly inside and then outside of these tall, narrow buildings, and that they form both the kind of foreground, sometimes the surroundings, and then actually the background, kind of the sideshow, the thing that you're looking at in the distance. So you're constantly seeing places that you've been before in the level from a distance, from a different vantage point, and I think that gives you this sense of continuous world more than some of the other ones maybe.
That was definitely a goal with a lot of these snow levels, was to give you that inside-outside feeling.
Right.
And this level starts with something that we thought was going to be really difficult for players. The goal with a lot of these snow levels was to give you that inside-outside feeling.
Right.
And this level starts with something that we thought was going to be really difficult for players, which was you get up to this door and it's locked and there's no way to open it. And there are 2 open windows that you can go in, and you know it's pretty easy to overcome. And this level was actually made before the Paris level, but we had to test it and have people experience the frustration not being able to get through the door to know if it was gonna be okay or if it was gonna be too aggravating.
Yeah, what's up, bud?
But that is a seriously simple mechanic that seems to reflect sort of breaking and entering. Right. And the whole level is like that. You're going in, you're going out, you're on top of roofs.
Always entering through windows,
yeah. Floors. This level has a really bizarro laser grid on the floor.
Right.
And it's bizarro because there isn't a discernible pattern how you're supposed to go through it.
Right.
You look at it and you think, okay, if I study this long enough, I'll see that I need to go left, left, right, left.
Right.
But really, there's none of that. You can stare at it for 45 minutes and you won't see this. For 45 minutes. For 45 minutes and you won't see left, right, left.
Right.
But really, there's none of that. You can stare at it for 45 minutes and you won't see the same thing again.
Oh, it's a commentary.
Cadence with each other.
Yeah.
I unlocked it when I beat the level.
Right off, you just have to make it up as you go along.
And once you get into the middle of it, yeah, it's pretty. I mean, there's, you know, if you're really paying attention, there's enough time to adjust to what's going on. But it's great because you've got everything out of phase enough that it feels very almost random.
Oh, cool.
This is maybe one of the cases where we learned.
I'll have to check it out when I can.
Not having the level designers model out quite as much of the actual terrain or the walls and things like that. So the buildings initially in this were fairly tightly modeled, and the gameplay was fairly tightly constrained to the buildings, and they were initially fairly straight, like a lot of the stuff is that we get after after level design has been through it. And so making it kind of funky and unusual was a little bit of a challenge, and eventually required us to go back in and change a little bit of the way the spaces were laid out and everything. But I think it ultimately worked out really well. But it was a challenging level. I think it ultimately worked out really well. But it was a challenging level because you've got gameplay
Build a
inside
trade,
of the
nice. Yeah, basically this is that sort of thing, huh? Oh wow. Oops. All right. Alright, now... It says I'm at 100%, so... Underground bunker for villagers to trade with them. Nice! I think I scanned every enemy in the game. Hold on. Wait, this isn't. No. Oh, okay. Okay, so technically I did unlock everything. Apparently, it was removed due to licensing and copyright. So, even though they were able to port the game, they couldn't port all of it. They had, so technically, I would have unlocked the last thing if it was the official PS2 version. So, that means I'll have to find the official PS2 Thievius Raccoonus and complete that. Which I'm already not looking forward to. The good news is now I don't have to worry about any of the trophies. It'll be just a straight playthrough. But other than that, though, yeah, I officially done everything in the game. It's hard to believe, but we are actually officially done, and now can add Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus to our list of completed games. Give me a second, I'm going to do that right now. Wow, that is nuts. That is another game on the completion list. That is absolutely insane. Let me grab this. Alright, so... Alright, hold on. First I have to do this. Now I can get the eraser and erase that part right there so I have enough room. There it is, number 17 on the list. We're now officially done with Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. I'm actually kind of happy for that one. So, hey there, Nightfly. Nope. Well, I'm actually going to do something special. We're going to watch all these clips, and including the, actually, you know what? I'm going to play the levels. However, I'm going to let you guys, I personally love this game. But yeah, we're gonna go through every level, but this time I'll be putting on the commentary in a way to give almost like a fond farewell for this game now that we're officially done. So let's do it. Oops, wait, hold on. Did I miss it? Oh, did I miss? Oh man, I missed the prompt. Let me go back.
So this is the approach leading into Raleigh's Store Machine boat. So this is the approach leading into Raleigh's Store Machine boat. And this is one of the first levels of the game we made. And it has been gone over and over and over. And as the characters changed, as his jump length changed. And
Yeah, basically, when I finish the Thief Sprints, I automatically unlock the commentary from the creators of the game. So I thought, might as well play the level, and you guys get to hear from their perspective how they made the levels and everything like that. I think it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, but he's hearing. You're hearing two voices.
It's also sort of like the test bed.
Oh, that's the recording on their end this time.
Okay,
No. I'm.
What kind of stuff was going through your head when you were making this level?
Before I do any lighting, the artist, me and included other artists, we trying to get the right color palettes.
Oh.
Get the right mood of the tone. The main
that way it overwrites the audio. Hopefully that helps.
Not making it too
And I understand why they were
but
saying
you still get the sense that you're at the nighttime.
Mm-hmm. Is it hard to do to kind of get a versatile set of colors going on to represent night,
right?
But not be kind of Las Vegas-y?
Right. As you can see, the game right now, you have tealish shadow all over. That is our shadow. Most of the game uses black as the shadow, but we have different lighting that can make the shadow. We can choose the color shadow. We can make it pink, blue, whatever color, and we can give the intensity and stuff like that. So it's just a lot of time consuming just trying which shadow works the best with these textures. That was the most time consuming was with the textures. Does it works well with the blue? You know, if it doesn't, then we slightly change the saturations or the colors of the textures. We did a lot of process on those in this level.
How many times do you reckon you went through this level and relit it?
Maybe more than 30 times.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That is intense.
Yeah, because we're dealing with the fog and the shadow, and the most important thing is the brightness. If the game is too dark, everybody has a different TVs, so it might look very dark on some people's TV and might look very washed out, very bright. So that was very challenging for me to making it, kind of getting it right, on the brightness.
Mm-hmm. You've got a really weird setup here at work where you've got your computer monitor and then 3 TVs right next to each other while you're doing your lighting. And one is a bright TV, one's a normal TV, one's a dark TV.
Right. The reason that I have a 3 different set of TVs, I wanted to see the game with really kind of washed, bright, and also very, very dark. So my goal is trying to make it all same with those 3 different monitors, trying to get it all same brightness and the colors.
There we go. Alright, so whenever the color commentary comes up, I'll make sure to mute my mic so you guys can hear it while I play the level for you. It'll be a little bit easier for all you guys out there, so there we go. Alright, so we're gonna hurry up and do view map.
You may be saying this level is large, but it is actually a third of the size of the original level.
The original concept behind the original NPCs was to tie them to Alice in Wonderland.
What was challenging in lighting this level, Okio? You have fire in here, you have multi-levels, you have lasers.
Yep.
Okay, the hardest thing for this level was you have two different kind of setup mood. One is very cold. You start with cold, and at the end you get hot. So we have we can only use one fog in this level, actually for every level. So choosing the right color of the fog was very difficult to stay kind of same. I mean,
keep it consistent with the other levels.
Right.
That progression from cool to warm from the very start.
Wasn't there an octopus, or was that in a long time ago?
That was in a long time ago for this level.
Tentacles were there behind.
It was behind.
We were very sad when it was removed.
Yeah.
It was quite large.
It's a sad day.
It was a huge octopus head, and you got to knock its eyeballs out of its sockets and knock its teeth out of its
And its eyes
head.
looked it.
Yeah.
It was pretty creepy, wasn't it?
And he had a bow tie. Our NPCs were all kind of formal. We're in formal wear.
Oh wow, really? That was it? Huh. I thought there would have been more. Alright, let's go to the next one. High class heist.
After doing the crankshaft level, we decided that it would be impossible to finish this game with levels that are that size. So we decided we were kind of in this mode where, okay, that was a regular big level, and we'll also do these smaller levels that are kind of bonusy. And we wanted to do one that was just pretty much all secure, as much security as I could put in. So this is going to be a small security level. It ended up being actually pretty
good. It's good, great size.
A good size. For security in the game, we decided to go with a kind of one free hit per system, I guess you could say, where they're kind of in sensor mode. They're yellow. And they don't actually cause damage to you if you trigger it, but it sets off the alarm and changes them to a damaged, this kind of red damaging state. And we primarily did that, for inexperienced players to give them an extra chance to get through, instead of just hurting them every time. And also because we like the idea of you running around while the alarms are blaring, and it's loud, it's a little disorienting. It's something, if it immediately burned you a lot of people would probably, die then and wouldn't get that experience of running around while the alarms are blaring. So we thought that was a good thing. So we switched to the kind of one free hit, I guess, per system.
We were under really tight constraints. The challenges of creating this environment, one of our best traits is that we have a great way of communicating. So between the designer, modeler, and texturers, we made sure that whatever we were creating could get done in the time we had available. We really adjusted when we had to. We adjusted things in the model to work for gameplay. And then also before I did my final handoff, I really talked to the texture artist, because he had a limited amount of time, and said, hey, this is what I did. And I really tried to model it toward him being able to texture it in a fast period of time and also look great. So it was really great. We really talked about, and we learned a lot about our game designer process through this. After this, Rob started doing almost all the elevation final, doing any turns, adding any elevation changes, and so it really helped the whole process along the way.
And this is also I think our last level had split collision versus what you see on screen versus what kind of the physics that you're running around on. So this really was
a transition.
Yeah, a transition from how we did levels, and it was. I think it really helped us get in a position where we could finish the game.
Yeah, it's totally true. We do
that's another one. Yeah. Time to go to the next level. Fire down below.
This level began with just the kind of mechanic of this wheel that you can interact with by running on it. And it's kind of one of the few more puzzly kind of elements in the game where it's, you know, when you walk up to this thing, it's not completely straightforward what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, it's not immediately obvious what that wheel is used for.
So, you know, getting, in both these cases, it's, you know, driving, you know, running on it drives the animation of another, something else in the scene, whether it's the hooks or the conveyor belts.
Right.
And I don't know, is there, I know you've done some rigging in here.
Yeah, I actually had done the rigging on both of the wheels, and so that was a little bit challenging from the perspective of the conveyors. You know, the conveyors that we've got in the back wall there with regard to the getting the textures to actually go with the speed of the conveyors. That was the challenging part of rigging this, was doing that work. But most of the rigging just was driving the animation, changing the speed of the animation of the hooks going around, or changing the particles of the steam coming out of the whistle. Mm-hmm. Right, and that's what the extent of the rigging was.
The hot coals that roll down on the floor, it's something that I've stuck to my guns on this. A lot of people have not liked the hot coals. Because,
I think they're great.
Because it's kind of this random thing. It's not something that's totally easy to predict, even though the floor has been modeled with kind of these dips to really, you know, they pretty much, they're real physics, but they're going down a pretty similar path just because of the shape of the floor.
So. It's kind of a valley there that takes it right down to the grading and then back around again.
We're kind of actually moving, when the coal gets to the bottom of the shaft, we just move it to the top where it comes out of to respawn it. So it's kind of like a transporter or something like that. Mm-hmm. And at one time, instead of the clues, we had these bags of loot that they would roll on the ground. And it was funny when you would break like a safe open and this bag of loot would come out and it would roll down this hill because it's designed for this coal to roll down, and then it would fall down the chute and then the money would come out of the chute where the coal's coming from. So it kind of revealed exactly how we were doing this.
Yeah. I can imagine a player seeing the loot going down and going, "Oh no, I just lost it," and then looking at the chute and there it is popping out.
All right, let's go to the next level.
This is another one of these levels where actually the key is available right at the beginning. You can see where it is. It's a little small, but still the key is right on this ledge, very, very close to that main, that first elevator when you go in. And so you're going to end up going into the level and coming all the way back out on a different level.
Brian actually did some initial, like, kind of level layouts for this.
Yes.
And that's what got me started in that kind of really double-deckering the game path in here.
And we did that in other places too, but this was like the first where we really did a serious double-decker, different types of kind of challenges on the top and the bottom. And
right. And Hoagie also did the texture maps for all the NPCs. Kind of, you really unified their kind of visual style in a really good way.
The main problem for our levels, I mean, my goal is to making it not dark, but give it the night sense. Especially like this level is the interior, but you still get the night light. So it was pretty difficult for me to do the lighting at first.
I know we've changed lighting models
3 times?
3 times.
Right.
So each time you got to learn the new tricks of the new lights and then
Right.
change all those out.
Right. That was kind of difficult at first, learning through the new lighting system. But it really helped the visual since we have the shadow. Most of the game doesn't have the shadow system, so shadow turns to just a black. They cannot make it to the colors, and thanks to our programmers that made it happen.
When you collect the key on this level or any of the other levels, you'll notice that the background kind of completely goes dark, and we kind of go into this letterbox and show you this animation of Sly picking the key, and it's kind of funny. We use this alternate lighting model to darken everything else at this very base level. It was a weird kind of just hack feature I put in to just darken everything. But then you have to say, well, I don't want to darken Sly because he's the one collecting the key. So Sly is actually marked as like, don't darken me, but he's the only thing in the whole game that's marked that way. Oh, and the key is marked as don't darken me. But everything else in the game gets darkened by this alternate lighting model when you collect your keys.
Alright, that is another one down. And here goes the next one.
So this started off as a puzzle where you were going to come to the end of this boat deck, and actually the top of the boat deck where the first starfish throwing NPC now is, was going to be the training section. And the idea was going to be that there was going to be invisible lasers all over this area, and you were going to have to spray something into the ahead of you to expose the going to be that there was going to be invisible lasers all over this area, and you were going to have to spray something into the ahead of you to expose the beams, either smoke or frost or something in front of you. And so it was actually laid out very rectangularly, and there were all these things to jump on, these floating platforms to jump on, and you had to kind of, each time you did a jump, you had to kind of look around you for the invisible lasers and then make your next jump. And as we backed away from the puzzly, slower gameplay, that was the first idea that went away. Yeah. So then what came?
Well, there was also the idea of once you got to the rear set of the buoys that floated on the water, that there was a giant fish that was setting below you.
Oh yeah, the giant fish.
And he was the one that paced you and made you want to move forward faster and get through the level, or otherwise he'd come up and gobble you up.
Yeah, so the giant fish, he got cut. Giant fish got cut.
We definitely learned a thing or two about physics engines in games. How the predictability of something animated over relying on the physics engine to work itself out is usually...
Yeah, the physics engine tends to work well in really clean, isolated situations, or in shrapnel, or in other situations where you want good-looking sort of ambient animation, but not as good for stuff that has to work 100% of the time, super predictably. And then I think environmentally, I think this was one of our first levels that really had a good kind of, I don't know, misty, really rich kind of textured feel to it. You know, the fire on the side, which you can see from outside, and the approach even.
All the the moss hanging off of everything, and just the kind of...
Yeah, a lot of really kind of organic richness in this level, especially back, then there was fish and all that stuff, the waters, being space warped, and organic richness in this level, especially back, then there was fish and all that stuff, the waters, being space warped, and, has some interesting stuff going on, and, all the surface effects that the texture artist put in, all really, I think, made this a really good looking level, and one that we kept investing in because it was something that, the surroundings were so appealing that we wanted to make sure we used it in a really constructive way.
The wisps floating through the air and whatnot, with fire in the background, brought out a great richness in the environment. I remember when I first loaded it into the world after it had just gone through this massive change, and it was just one of the most spectacularly beautiful levels that we had at the time. that it was just exciting to go back and play through it.
Alright, time for the next level in this area, I think. Oh wait, no, that was the last. That was the last one for this area. Now time to do the next one.
Did you already do this?
I did so this morning. Oh wait.
What
No, I
time
didn't.
this morning? Oh yeah, early this morning. Like what?
Oh wait, no, I did this during the stream.
Okay.
What do you mean by scissors or knife?
Oh, I don't find out what this package is.
What package? Oh, okay. Alright. We're gonna head over here. And here we go.
So the second approach of the game, this was touched by a lot of people too.
Yeah, originally it was a huge junkyard that you were navigating through.
Yeah.
It was really confusing for the player to know where they needed to go and what was a wall and what wasn't, because everything was equally interesting.
Right.
As it was just piles and piles of trash.
Like some breakables, but some not. And it was really sort of dissatisfying to play.
And then it sort of morphed into this mesa thing, primarily to
sort of dissatisfying to play.
And then it sort of morphed into this mesa thing, primarily to define space that you could and could not walk on. As the player would progress in towards Mesa City, you get more of that kind of abandoned, desolate, not so much junkyard feeling, but ghost town vibe.
Definitely.
As you went from no man-made structures, and then you find a shack, and then you get to like a house, and then a building, and then multiple buildings, and then this sort of subway terminal.
Right.
All of which are progressively denser and denser kind of urban images.
So in this level you've got, the stick guy, you got the dog, the leash dog.
Oh yeah, there's 4 actually that I did in this level. There's the stick guy, there's the card thrower, there's the bulldog on the leash, and there's the jailbird dog.
What do you call, you have kind of pet names for all the NPCs?
Yeah, I have names for him, because I hate calling him stick guy and stuff. So.
You don't like stick guy?
I don't like stick guy. I'd rather call him Gorgeous Lou.
Gorgeous Lou?
Gorgeous Lou is the stick guy. The card thrower is Inkspot Jackson. Dalmatian, obviously. The bulldog I never had a name for. Because I think the bulldog was actually, I didn't do the bulldog. I just helped on the animation, but I didn't design him. But, and then Polly Shackles is the jailbird dog.
Who has the best idol of any NPC in the game? Trying to gnaw through his chain.
That's pretty good.
Ball and chain.
Very on theme.
Very much.
It's always cool when the NPC is showing you what he's going to be doing to you through his idol, so you get a sense what his weapon will be. They're always more successful. Those guys do it pretty well. Oh, this level features maybe the coolest security setup of them all, where you have that kind of checkerboard on the floor with the floor sensors and the sweeping lasers. And it looks like you're a goner. There is no way in the world anyone could ever get through this. And you can totally get through it, but the thing is, because the security devices have to sense you before they become dangerous, you can practically run through the whole thing and live for it. But you'll be fine. But it looks just overwhelmingly tough. And in a lot of ways, that was our goal in the whole game, was to give the perception of crazy difficulty and make it very doable, so that you got that feeling you had done something exceptional and that Sly was a really exceptional thief.
Alright, I think we have enough time for one more level. Here we go.
This level started with just experimenting with the field of view of the camera. It's a lot more extreme and more kind of fish-eyed lens. than any other level in the game. And once that was in, it was like, well, this is very much like Vertigo, you get this feeling of vertigo from being high and seeing the ground below you. That's when I tried to make the design be like this, the sides of the building or a skyscraper as they're going up.
Yeah, and we ended up
motivate that.
Yeah, we ended up doing it on the inside, kind of the hotel, sort of in a kind of an atrium or a courtyard in theory. We invented these bouncers. This was actually the first place in the game that we had used, in this case an awning, but anything that would bounce Sly upwards, and really started to tune and play with that gameplay about how high should they each bounce and what's the right amount to give the player control while he's in the air. And really the combination, I think, of the unique camera angles and a huge amount of bouncing on things and jumping up and down on things really kind of defines the concept for this level. It presents some good challenges. Once it sort of took on this retro feel, kind of playing like a 2D side scroller. Our producers at Sony even kind of took us to task once or twice about how retro that felt. But the retro feel also had a big impact on the kinds of NPCs we could use in this level.
Oh, definitely.
Because you needed an NPC that could work well in a really confined space. And in fact, the original design for the ball and chain NPC had him swinging the ball in the wrong hand for this level. And we had to change him so that he would be comfortable with his right side up against walls. From a secondary standpoint, I thought that the introduction of the air conditioners was a good idea because it was this sort of skill element that required you to pay attention. And
right. It was one of the few really leftover in terms of mechanics from some early designs for the game, where there are these things called break falls, where you would, it was like the air conditioners where each one you hit, it would fall away. So it was very much the environment's kind of getting destroyed and your choices are getting limited as you're going. So you have to do it, pretty much do it right the first time.
Yeah, the stealth sections, these were some of the earlier sections to use the duck and to use cameras fairly heavily. I thought pretty successfully in this case. You get some different looks that you see elsewhere in the game. And the last section in the bedrooms, sort of the bouncers go up through the ceilings, which was kind of a fun change. Gave us some real sense of three-dimensionality as you kind of pass through the floors. It was a fun change. And then the big finish, the precarious big finish, where you have to sneak out onto the sign. I don't know, all in all, a pretty successful level.
Alright, it is time for the next level. Straight to the top.
I did the kind of layout design for this world using Legos, and it actually turned out pretty close to what I did. I knew it was going to be a rooftop, so having being kind of constrained by the general blockiness of Legos seemed like it was fine, and it helped me get the elevations worked out, and I found it easier than doing it on paper because of all the, it's going to be done in 3D anyway. So if you're throwing it together with Legos, you can get kind of hold up to your face and look at it from all these different angles and try and imagine what shots you're going to have in it. So I think it was the only level I did with Legos, but I think it helped a lot.
Compositionally, the level was really fun to work on. It was, once he had the letters done and we knew the elevation, then I went in and even from the very first shot, you'll see that nothing overlaps each other. So the level doesn't feel like extremely super full, but it doesn't feel like it's all a bunch of clutter. And dealing with NPCs, they were really fun. We had a lot of designs and thought about different ideas that would really relate to the idea of dogs playing poker. That was the theme.
Yeah.
There's a theme behind it. So you'll see like the dog throwing cards and having his idols being card tricks, and the slobbering dog, the junkyard dog, which started in a whole different design with the bobbing head. It ended up being one of our most complex characters with blend shapes and really great idol of like chomping on a bone. And then at the top, or actually the lower levels, you'll see we call it Dog with Stick, which is totally a play on the thiefy dog sneaking around, and how the idea of this big, cumbersome guy being able to walk so agile with the big stick. And then also the final one, which is you see up in the top level, which is we call him Paulie Shackles. And that's a jailbird, and he originally was a woman with a purse, and we found it too offensive, so we had to redesign. We're like, what are we gonna do? We have to redesign with the same gameplay mechanics, and we came up with different ideas, like maybe it'd be an Elvis impersonator with a microphone, but the whole idea of the thin string was too hard for a player to see, and the microphone really wasn't that big of an object. And then luckily Travis came up with the idea that it'd be great for it to be a jailbird, him throwing his ball and chain, and it ended up being a really strong element. It's with the big ball at the end and a thick chain, it's really fair for a player to jump it, and also when it's dangerous. So it ended up being a real win-win.
Well, a lot of the other game design stuff that's in this world besides the sign came out of brainstorming sessions with the people who were going to people like Suzanne and Karen and Dev, who were going to be directly involved in how this level was going to get fleshed out. So the cars with the clues on them that drop away when you come off of them, I think that was Dev's idea, and having the sign, like the big bone that crashes through the wall and everything like that. So it was one of our better, very collaborative efforts.
Definitely.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm trying to figure out something. Well, anyway, I want to thank you all so much for joining me here for Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus at its final part. We are finally done with this game, and now we'll be going on to the next one. Hold on, I gotta do this. There we go. Ugh. I think I took it last night. Oh, I really need that. Still, if you guys like what we do, please follow us on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, as well as Kick, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Mr. Retroactive. If you want to support the channel in any way, you guys can donate with bits on Twitch, stars on Facebook or PayPal, or subscribe to our Kick, Facebook, Twitch, or Patreon. Of course, ask your parents' permission before you subscribe or donate to the channel if you're too young. And of course, give me a second. Oh yeah, and of course, don't forget to like, share, comment, and click that notification button if you want to be notified of the latest streams and videos. Hopefully, I'll be feeling better next week. But tomorrow's my day off, but I will be updating the schedule either today or tomorrow. And then, of course, I'm going to try to get some other work done while I'm at it. And we're going to raid this channel right here. So until then, I hope you all have an amazing day. I will see you all next time. This is going to be Mr. Retroactive signing out with this cutscene after our raid. So, have a great day, everyone. Well, until then, I hope you all have an amazing day. I will see you all next time. This is Mr. RetroActive signing out. Have a great day, everybody.